Hi, beautiful soul. I'd like to share a story of awakening, of searching for answers over 13 years. Through science, pain, loss, ups and downs, miracles, love. A story that I thought was my story. But the more I looked at my own path, the more I listened to others, the more I realized something. Our stories are not separate. They reflect each other. So I'd like to share a journey because maybe, just maybe, you will recognize part of your own in it. And I truly believe we are not meant to walk this path alone. We are here to remember together who we really are. In the next videos, I'll share journey in short but meaningful way. And I hope something inside you will resonate. I see you there. Sometimes the moment your life truly begins looks like the moment someone you love leaves. In 2006, I lost my brother, Alexander. He was only 29, I was only 21. And in that moment, my world shattered. He used to say, life is meant to be lived until 30. And somehow he knew. His passing was the first time I felt something beyond this world. I didn't know it yet, but that was the moment my soul began to remember. After he left, something inside me cracked wide open. I didn't know why, but suddenly all my life changed. I felt urge to study English out of nowhere. I never studied it before. I changed my job. I moved to a bigger city. Everything about my life started to shift. It felt like I was being guided to a new path, rerouted. And as if invisible hand was guiding me somewhere else. I didn't call it awakening at the time, but I just knew I was no longer the person I had been. And maybe you felt this too, a loss, a break, a moment that changed everything and made nothing make sense anymore. If that's you, I want you to know you are not broken, you are not lost, you are awakening. Sometimes the soul answers through grief, through collapse, through the kind of pain that no one else can see. But on the other side of that pain is something extraordinary. A new life, a new path, a new timeline, a new you. If you are watching this message is for you. Your soul already knows. You didn't find this video by accident. You were guided to it. You remembered it. Welcome home. In the next chapter, I'll share how this event, this awakening, put me on a new path where I am, brought me perfect storm, led me to experience the darkest hour of my soul, awakening, transformation, miracles, magic, lots of things. I see you there. After my brother passed, everything shifted. I changed my path, new timeline, new career, new home. I moved cities, I moved jobs, and I changed completely my life. I met my wife, Maria, and together we moved to a new country where we experienced new culture, new pace, new opportunities, new pressures, new challenges. I overworked constantly trying to prove myself. But inside, deep down inside of me, something was stirring. And time flew so fast that I almost didn't notice it until the moment that I remember always. We were in the church in Netherlands, and that was a very busy service in one of the festive days, and suddenly I felt something inside me I never felt before. I felt dizziness, disorientation. I could not stand on my legs, I had to sit. I never felt anything like that. A wave of unease that I could not explain. We left home and I kept feeling that way for quite some time. Something inside me was telling me, you need to do something about it. So I went to doctors and I started asking them. I wanted to do a check and I started talking to them. But they say everything was fine and they just sent me back home. I kept having this strange feeling and I didn't feel right. So I persisted that I need to be checked. Eventually they agreed to do checks. They found a tumor in my brain. But surprisingly, I wasn't that afraid. I didn't know why. I felt hopeful. I felt I'm going to get through this. We are going to get through this. Something was beginning, not ending. I surrendered to the flow and everything came as it should. I had successful surgery, I had successful recovery, and something inside of me really awakened. I felt it. I knew my journey just started. I started search for my answer. In the next chapter, I'll share where this search led me and what journey I experienced. I see you there. Have you ever felt like you've been searching everywhere except inside yourself? I was searching everything right on the outside of myself, not looking inside of me. I chased control. I was trying to control and fix everything without ever asking what actually needed to be fixed and what needed healing. And in doing so, I spiraled down. I overstimulated my nervous system with supplements, with control, with tracking everything. My mind raced. I could not sleep. I lived in anxiety. And the harder I pushed, the worse it got. I thought I was healing, but in reality I was collapsing. And looking back, I see it clearly. I was building my perfect storm. And of course it came. On February 24, 2022, the war in Ukraine began. All our family was still there. On the second day, my mother-in-law had a stroke. In the tragedy unfolding, no one could help her, and she left this world suddenly. My wife didn't even get to say goodbye. That night something happened with me. My heart, everything. For the first time in my life, I felt the fear of dying. We called to ambulance. They said nothing was wrong. But when your soul is afraid, logic doesn't always help. That was officially the start of my darkest hour. Night after night, my heart would race. I feared to go to sleep. I lived in survival. Sometimes awakening doesn't come as light. It comes as collapse. Because we have to lose what we thought we needed to discover what we always had inside. This was my initiation. Not into healing yet, but into honesty. In the next chapter, I'll share what happened when I finally turned inward and met the one person I've been avoiding all along, myself. When I was in the darkest hours, I didn't know what to do, but I knew one thing for sure. I don't want to try to control and fix everything anymore, because that exactly led me where I was. And I knew for sure that control and focus on the external outside world is not where I wanted to go. At the same time, someone special appeared in my life. Someone who I knew before, but not in this context. And as saying goes, when student is ready, teacher appears. That is exactly what happened to me. We started our first session when he introduced me to hypnosis and the concept of inner child. And I can tell you that moment changed everything. It was my third miracle, as I call it. We all have inner child, and we all have different relationship and different level of connection with our inner child. I realized at that moment I didn't have connection for more than 30 years, even more, with my inner child, and my inner child was really hurt and forgotten. When I experienced my inner child and our connection and I understood it, I actually felt love from me to me. And this was the most profound change in my understanding of love, which changed everything in my life, as this love and connection is a basis of every loving relationship and connection in our lives. This is the basis of everything. All other relationships with everyone, with anyone, they stem from this relationship with your inner self, with your inner child. Once I understood it, I began my true healing. Not the kind that you can track or measure, that you can control, but the kind that brings you back to your life. I realized something profound. Everything I had been trying to fix on the outside was actually a reflection of what needed love on the inside. This was the start of my true awakening to the love inside me. In the next chapter, I'll share how this journey within me unfolded and how it led me to a most transformational experience I could not even dream about. I see you there. Once I went to the journey within, once I went to my inner self, the whole new world opened up to me. Not the world that was projected by others or expected by others, but my real true self. And that world became super fascinated to me. I did healing of my inner child. I reconnected with my inner self, and I was completely blown away. And I wanted to learn more. I saw a video from Dr. Joe Dispenza, who was talking about this trap of our automatic programs that we live in automatic behaviors that are shaped over the course of our lives, and they really prevent us from really experiencing our real self in the real present moment. I do remember that video was so inspiring for me. Somehow I just knew that this is it. This is what I need to grasp and understand, because Dr. Joe was bringing a lot of experience from scientific world and connecting it with the world of spirituality and bringing them together. And I vividly remember when I did first time meditation as part of Dr. Joe online course, which was designed to elevate us out of this constant track of automatic programs of predictions, judgments, analysis of the past, predicting of the future, that our thinking mind is so busy. And it was designed to bring us in this present moment. During that meditation, I was totally out of my body. I know for sure I was not in my body. I never ever experienced anything like that. And at the same time, I was totally present. Wherever I was totally in the present moment. I was not thinking, I was not analyzing, I was not judging. I was there now, and I was in a bliss. It was the most familiar, unfamiliar feeling that I ever had in my life. From that day, I meditated every day. I didn't miss a day, not one. I became more alive in every day. I started sleeping well. I became more whole. I became more present, less anxiety. I started to feel that I was on the right path, not seeking anymore, but just being present. And in the next video, I'd like to talk about why it's important to walk this journey together, what kind of impact it has on you, and why it is so much more incredible to walk it together. I see you there. In this chapter, I'd like to talk about walking this journey together, the birth of the family of light, and how we work together with ourselves, with other people. Since our first event of Dr. Joe Dispenza, we had incredible experiences there. We met amazing people who are on this journey, and we saw the power of us truly coming together, and we knew our path forward. It was not only to be in the present, and walk this journey, but to walk it really together, to meet and to connect with other people, because that's where we truly see this beautiful oneness of world around us. And we help each other to walk, we help each other to bring us to the present moment. And during our journey, we met people from all walks of life, from all countries, from all experiences, who are on this amazing journey. And the more people we met, the more stories we heard, the more we reflected that our journey is one journey, that we are collective on it. And I mean it from a very practical point of view, not from a far away utopia side, which is somewhere far away in our dreams. No, I mean in a very practical, real way, in our everyday life here and now. You see, one of the most important lessons I learned on my journey and what I heard from other people is that we need to be very intentional about being present in this journey and being present here and now. More than 95% of our thoughts and behaviors are automatic programs. And that's serious. It means that they are running our lives for many, many years, and we do not even realize that they are doing that. Think about it. During your days, how many things you do automatically? Morning routines, work, evenings, social media, Netflix, relationship. When you think about it really, and when you look back and you try to really analyze it, not from the protective side, not from trying to justify it to someone, but just for yourself, without any critics, without any judgment, most of the things that we do are automatic programs that we run every day. And when you really understand it, when you are in the present moment and when you see it, you understand that it takes a lot of your energy to stop those programs, to be in the present, to think in present, and to look at this. And that was so big when I learned it for me, and it took so much energy to accept it, to be honest about it, and to overcome it, and it took so much energy. And hearing from other people and understanding their journeys, I learned that when we are with other people who understand it, who are not criticizing you or judging you, but who reflect on you, because that's also their journey. People who understand it and who want to be present as well, and who want to be present with you and themselves. They help you so much to reinforce it, to overcome it, to be together, to be with this intention, to see these patterns, to become present. And what we noticed by going to Dr. Joy events, meeting people, meditating together, talking together, we met the people who were present and who were wanted to be present with us. And what we've done is that we, after one of the events, 10 days advanced retreat that we've done in December 2024, we came together with amazing people and we started our community, which we named Family of Light, where we came together to spend time to talk to each other, to share this intention, this information, our challenges, not from the point of view of judgment, but understanding, to come together, to listen to each other, to reflect, to come together to meditations, to conversation. And it was so powerful. I was shocked how powerful it was doing it even over Zoom with people who live in all corners of the world, with different time zones, with different contexts, with different lives, coming together, spending time together, talking, reflecting, meditating. It helped us so much to overcome these automatic programs, to be present, intentional about it, to be conscious. And that's why we decided to create this community. After doing this for 3-4 months together, we felt so much energy, we felt so much love coming from this. we decided to come together for our own retreat, just us coming together, spending time and helping each other on this journey, just being there without any distractions, without any social media, without any Netflix, just being humans to humans, spending time eating, laughing, meditating, just having time of our life. And that was honestly one of the best weeks of my life. We shared this time being present, we shared this time being together. And that's where we saw that with this presence and love, we decided to open our community, Family of Light, to everyone who want to experience this, who want to come with their stories, who want to come for connection, who want to be seen, heard, and share their journey. So we opened it up, Family of Light, as a community for everyone who wants to be present, who is on a journey, who is on awakening. All of us can come and enjoy an experience together. That's my invitation, and that's conclusion of the story that I wanted to tell, which is just the beginning, just unfolding for me, for us, for all of us. Welcome to the Family of Light. See you there.